Hello everyone, I'm the Serious Bear and I welcome you to another episode of Faction Guides. Now last time I did the House of Scipii guide, I hope you enjoyed that. But today we are crossing over to Rome's greatest enemies. And those are the Carthaginians, of course. Now, as per usual, before we start with the intro for the Carthaginians, I will say a few words. They are based in North Africa, in modern-day Tunisia. They started the city in the 9th century BC when Queen Dido fled Tyre in Phoenicia, modern-day Liban, I think. And their link to Rome started even in those days. Her lover was Aeneas of Troy, who left her, and understandably she cursed the Romans, the later Romans, and their descendants. Their best known general is, of course, you know him, Hannibal. He amassed a large army in Spain and crossed the Alps into Italy, menacing all of Rome's territories. And unfortunately he died by suicide in Turkey, exiled from Carthage. And finally the city fell in the Third Punic War in 147 BC, ending the Carthaginian threat for Rome. That's all for the facts. Now let's get to the faction intro. Enjoy. We'll go for very hard, of course.
Last night, I had a terrible dream. I saw Carthage in ruins. Our temples defiled, their treasures scattered over the sands. And the terrible cries of our women moved the gods to tears. My son, sit with me a while, that I might tell you of our city. For soon her safety will be entrusted to you. We Phoenicians are a civilized people. Ours is a peaceful way, the rule of law and the pursuit of commerce. As traders and settlers, we have brought wealth to many distant shores. Yet, in strengthening our colonies, we have stretched ourselves thin, and now, as I look out from our beloved Carthage, I see her surrounded by many dangers. The Celts and Iberians, thieving tribes who live to raid our rich towns. Bloodthirsty Numidians, unpredictable as the desert winds. The Greeks, so like ourselves, yet foreign in all their values. And worst of all, the black-hearted Romans, bane of all who encounter them. Study these peoples and their stratagems of war, my son. Be ready. Do not let this old man's dream come to pass.
Okay, so the Carthaginian leader is afraid of Rome, mostly. Understandably. Let's go to the map. So, as I said earlier, Carthage is based in modern-day Tunisia. We have the city of Carthage here, the city of Thapsus, the city of Lilybaeum in Sicily, the city of Caralis in Sardinia, and Palma in Baleares, a small island in the Mediterranean, and lastly Cordoba in Baetica in Iberia, modern-day Spain. So let's start off with the strategy. Firstly, I think your priority should be securing Sicily here. You already start from a nicely developed city in Lilybaeum and a small army. They have elephants. And you should build more troops here. You can only build town militia now, which are very, very poor. But you should build a militia barracks, which enables you to build the Iberian infantry and assault Massilia, which should be right here. Oh, Messana, sorry, my bad. Massilia is over here. Messana in Sicilia Romanus. They're part of Sicily, of course. Now, I would advise you establishing relations with Syracuse, which is over here. You should be able to ally with them. So get a diplomat over here and establish relations with them. By economy you should be doing well. Sicily will provide you, after you've taken it, of course, with much sea trade. Remember, sea trade is very, very important in this game. It brings us the most profits. And we have islands in the Mediterranean, so we should be doing well. So, battling the Romans in Sicily is your first priority. Then, your second priority is establishing a good presence in Iberia, in Spain. This will also provide a small income for you. Do not bother with the Numidians. If you can, ally with them. If not, defend from them. You should be able to do it easy enough. They don't have good units. Let me use a cheat code. Okay, so fog of war is eliminated. Now you can see all the territories. Rome is guarded by the Senate, of course. Do not attack them right away, because they are strong. You will not be able to defeat them. But make your way steadily and surely towards Rome. After you've taken Sicily, go to Croton, Tarentum, Capua, and then Rome on that route. The Brutii should offer little resistance, as they will concentrate on Greece. And the Julii will concentrate on Gaul, so you might have a window of opportunity to attack. And after that, if you manage to take Italy, go for the Numidians or go for the Egyptians, your choice. I would prefer taking out the Numidians first, because they will be a nuisance if they attack you from behind. And after you've taken Iberia or modern-day Spain, if you want, you can go into Gaul, but not very profitable for you. Greece will be your primary target after Italy falls. Remember, Greece is the most profitable land in Rome Total War Remastered. Okay, so that is the strategy part. Carthage is wealthy. Let's go to the buildings. You have access to most of the tech. You can see here Royal Palace, Epic Stone Walls, Royal Cavalry Stables, Siege Engineer, Foundry, and the like. You have access to the best farms, like the Romans do, and the best culture buildings. Now, to religion. You have 3 choices of temples. First, Shrine to Tanit gives public order bonus 5%, population growth 0.5%, and increases farmland. This is a good trading settlement, and if you want to grow a city fast, farms help with that. Shrine to Baal, their primary god, being Baal, or Baal, depending on how you want to pronounce it, gives happiness 5% and low 5%. And the last one, Shrine to Melkart, I hope I pronounce it correctly. Public order 5% and trade income bonus 10%. Now let's take a look at the pantheons. Or rather, Awesome Temple, it's called here. Awesome Temple of Tanit. Gives public order 20%, population growth to 2%, and farmland size plus 4. So use this when you want to grow a city very, very fast. Next, Awesome Temple of Baal. Enables training of Sacred Band, the best infantry for the Carthaginians, by far. Public order and low, 40%. And the last one, Awesome Temple of Melkart. Gives public order due to happiness 20% and trade income bonus plus 40. I would use this on my island cities to boost income and get rich, basically. Okay. So now let's go to the units. So, welcome to the units of the Carthaginians. Let's go straight to the point. First, peasants. Just like the Roman peasants, these are weak, do not use them, only for transferring population or perhaps garrisoning a town. Next, town militia, similar to the peasants, they only have a shield, do not use them, only for garrison purposes. Next, Iberian infantry, a slightly better variant than the town militia. They have a small shield for protection, not as great as the town militia though, which is ironic, but they have better stats. Use them as light infantry. Next, Libyan spearmen. Of course, being spearmen, they have a bonus fighting cavalry, well armored and can sap. These are your better variant. They will hold the line for you a while at least. Next, Poeni infantry. They can form phalanx, bonus fighting cavalry, good morale, good stamina, and well armored. They are better than the Libyan spearmen, of course. Use them whenever possible in your core army. The next, Sacred Band. They can be recruited when you have an awesome Temple of Baal, of course, as I said earlier. They are the best infantry you can muster as the Carthaginians. They can form phalanx, they have good morale, very well armored, which means they can stave off arrow fire for longer, and have good stamina, which means they can run further. Use this when you have an awesome Temple of Baal around, and they are better than Poeni infantry, of course. Now your ranged units are very crappy, excuse me for the word, but it's the truth. Slingers and skirmishers, I rarely use them. But if you need to, you can defend the city walls with them. Slingers and skirmishers are pretty useless. Use them before a battle, before the main line touches the enemy. Next up is the cavalry. Round shield cavalry, your first unit. It acts like a light cavalry, so do not rely on them very much. They are fast moving. Use this for lightning attacks on the flanks or from behind. Next up, long shield cavalry. Similar to the round shield cavalry, but better stats. Next up, Sacred Band cavalry. These guys are very good, so train them whenever possible and they will carry up a battle for you. They might win you battles also when charging enemies. They are similar to the Macedonian cavalry. Okay, next up is the General's Bodyguard. Do not lose this unit. It can provide morale, and if you lose it, you will suffer. Your troops will run. It has a debuff. Yeah, it has a debuff if you get him killed. Next up, the General's Armored Bodyguard. After the Roman reforms, you get this guy. He is better armored, just like in his title, than the normal general. And next up are a special couple of units, elephants. Not many civilizations use them. They have 10 hit points, which is great. A special attack, an area attack, and have bonus fighting cavalry, frighten nearby enemies, and good morale. Use them whenever possible to charge the main lines of the enemy. Next up, war elephants. Better stats than the simple elephants, and 36, you notice, in a squad of elephants, unlike the 12 in the normal elephants. And the best elephants in the game are the armored ones. 12 hit points, which is huge. Special attack, bonus fighting cavalry, frighten nearby enemy, and good morale. They have archers on top, like the war elephants, and they can fire independently while you kill the enemy. Next is the siege. Not a lot to talk about here. Onagers and heavy onagers. Use them to break up walls, or if you get lucky, you might land a shot in the enemy formations. Heavy onagers are of course better. Now these are the mercenaries you can recruit from the lands of Carthage. Spanish mercenaries, uses a missile weapon before charging, can sap, and has armor piercing, his primary weapon. They are good to rely on in the early game. Same goes for the Balearic slingers. These guys are way better than the normal slingers. They are fast moving, they have better morale. Use them whenever you can hire them. And the last one is the Numidian mercenaries. Missile cavalry, not much to talk about. Skirmishers on horses, basically. Okay, so I will set up a fight to give you a taste of what the Carthaginians can do. See you there.
This will be a grim day. All days of battle are grim. But how much worse must the day be for our foes? They face us, the finest soldiers in the world!
Okay, welcome to the battle phase for the Carthaginians. I picked a standard army of the Carthaginians. So I will show you in this video how to position your Carthage army. Of course the general goes in the back.
Quickly! Generals, hurry!
Now, I am fighting the Scipii, which, you know, you will fight them very often. If I have elephants, I will position them in the front. My light infantry also in the front.
Units,
My Libyan spearmen
move at the
on the flank.
Shield cavalry. Cavalry! Hurry! Shield cavalry. With all haste.
Okay, just like this. Now let's see where the Romans are. Right in the front. Okay, so
Units! Move at the units! Guard position! Units!
let's anticipate what they will do.
Armed elephant! Run!
I will group my cavalry and try a flanking maneuver.
Armed elephant! Hurry! With all haste!
I will move with my elephants to smash the enemy. They are coming with their triarii to defeat my elephants. Good.
Infantry!
Let's get with our infantry and attack the triarii.
Units! Double time! Units! Units!
Remember not to charge with your cavalry into the triarii or any other spearman units.
Hurry!
I want to target the general.
Units! Units! Double time!
Let's smash into the hostile.
Units! Units! Charge! Units! Units! Charge!
Let's get the general. This is important.
Infantry! Units! Advance! Elephant! Units! Charge!
Okay, so you can see the elephants. They are doing very. Okay, we've won. I was going to say damage. Terrible damage. So, a pretty standard formation. If you have well elephants, charge not into spears, but if they have hastati or any kind of infantry, charge into them directly. Okay, so to sum it up, Carthage is good later on in the game. They have a weak start, but you have money, so you can recruit mercenaries to help you out. Take Sicily, take Italy, and then you will be good. So, thank you very much for watching. If you liked, smash that like button. It really helps this channel grow. And I'll see you next time. Have a great day and bye.